Sure. Сейчас я получу отмашку и скажу вам. У нас прям Tres Amigos получается в Zoom.
Почему мы так работаем, Дим? Всегда.
Все, можно начинать.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Antonina Pushkovskaya, and I'm the head of the DH Center at ITMO University. Well, I'm also leading the master's program, which we call Data Culture and Visualization. And particularly, we are going to talk about that, and hopefully more people will join via YouTube or here in Zoom, so we can actually chat and talk over questions or some interesting things that you want to ask us, because this is a great opportunity, this open doors sort of like event, basically made for having a good communication about the program and making a good choice about whether you want to join the program or not. So I would be happy to introduce my colleagues as well. So here with us is Dima Volkov, who is the coordinator of the program and who will talk about the program and the tracks within the program and the content and the curriculum and the syllabi. So these kind of things, which is the heart sort of like of the program. And I'm happy to introduce Yutulada Zimina as well, who is at the DH Center leading the project team, and she also dealing with the internships and have sort of like lots of communications with cultural institutions in St. Petersburg that are sort of like hosting our students and the interns and working collaboratively together with them on the projects that are really important and valuable to the city and to their particular cultural institution. And I would like, so it's actually, that's all for me. So just saying hi and saying that please feel free to write an email or ask via different social networks, etc. It's better by email just because I'm checking email the most. If you have the questions afterwards, if you still have questions, or would like to chat about DH stuff and probably DH projects, whether you're interested in that or not, or probably you're just new to DH and not really understanding what it is. So we would be happy to give the feedback, to comment on some projects or send you links to sort of like you feel more familiar with the area, with the of what we're doing. So please, Dima, you have the floor. Let's talk about who we are and what is DH at ITMO.
Thanks, Antonina, and let me introduce myself again. My name is Dima Volkov, and I work with educational staff on this program, and I find lectures, make some educational programs, and so on. So we can start from the slide. Yes, about DH Center. This is a digital humanities center where we are working on the development and popularization of digital humanities. It's a field of study between computer science and humanities, where scholars use computer science like natural language processing or machine learning to find some trends in humanities field. So, and we work with cultural institutions in St. Petersburg, and Lada will tell about a little bit more. What about our program? So it calls Data Culture and Visualization. We have 30 tuition-free places and 15 fee-based. We have 2 tracks, one in Russian and one in English. Digital humanities track, it's about how we can represent cultural heritage in digital space. And second one, cultural analytics, is about how cultural trends and political trends, social trends, we can track in internet space. And what's the benefits of the program? We try to hire specialists from different fields, and not only from Russia, but from New York University, from Bulgaria, and from Singapore, and so on. So we have a lot of collaborations with different laboratories in ITMO. For example, with machine learning laboratory, natural language laboratory, maybe augmented reality and virtual reality laboratory, and so on. For someone would be important. Oh, sorry. That ITMO University holds leading position in international rankings, and one of the benefits of our program is practice and problem-oriented education. So at the end of the 2 years, you will have electronic portfolio of your projects. Yes, and what else? What courses do we have? We have common courses which study in English. It's Python, some humanities like ethics in science and technology, introduction to digital humanities, and organization and planning of scientific research. And as I said before, we have 2 tracks. First, it's track digital humanities, which held in Russian, and like nerdization, GIS technology, methods of computational analysis, and work, some kind of modern techniques for working with digitized collection. It's about database decision, OCR, and markup. And second track is about internet studies, like digital ethnography, cultural trends, and so on. So yeah, and introduction to game studies. As you can see, like the first track, it's a practice of working with digitized collection, and second one, you work with born digital data. As I said before, we have international lectures from New York University, from Bulgaria, and from Singapore, and High School of Economics from Moscow. Opportunities for students. We have a lot of opportunities like internships and schools. From my experience, I visited Utrecht Data School. It was pretty cool. My colleague Slada visited Cambridge Data Humanities School, and a lot of conference activities, and center and university can sponsor your travel to a conference or school, so it will be free for you. And then I give up my floor to Alada, and she will tell you about internships and practices.
Yeah, sorry, we are sitting in the same room. So as for industrial and research internships, during education, you will have 1 each semester if you will succeed at entering this program. So the internships are very flexible, and we offer several options of how you can do it. So we offer a set of cultural institutions that you can join and work with their data. Probably most of the data will be in Russian, but probably they will find something that will suit you as well. But here are some options that you will be able to choose from for your internship. Dima, can you please turn to the next slide?
Take some time.
Okay, it takes some time. You can join our projects that we have in the DH Center, and I will talk about them later. You can come up with your own project idea, and we will help you to develop your own project and maybe consult you on the tools that you can use, etc., etc. So there is this option of participating in our projects or making your own. And there is a second option of working on the project of our partners. And among our partners, there is a Mayakovsky Central Public Library. It's one of the biggest library in St. Petersburg, and they have a lot of data, not only in Russian, but also in English and in other languages. So probably it will be a nice option for you. We have the State Museum of History of Religion, and also the Museum of the History of St. Petersburg. We also have many projects in the DH Center that focus on history of our city, which is pretty interesting. Also, there is the Institute of Russian Literature. So if your research interests lie within Russian culture, Russian language, or something like that, Slavic studies, you can join this institution. We also work with the European University Project that is called Projete. It's like a Russian word for like lived or something like that. So they analyze diaries and memoirs and texts like this and extract data. So could you turn to the next slide, please? Yeah, and now I will talk a little bit about each cultural institutions and which project they offer for our students and what kind of project our students are working on already. So as for the Museum of the History of Religion, they have 3 sort of directions in which you can create your own project. They will give you the data and they will give you maybe some literature and consultations on how to work with the data. For example, this is a museum, so they have a lot of like objects on the exhibition and stuff like that. They have some data on that. And you could, for example, create a digital narrative about these objects, like digital storytelling case. So they are making the digital presentation of 10 most like memorable objects in their collection, in their exhibition, and it could be applied to the museum as a whole or to some specific part of the exhibition. So also there is a digitized religiosity. It's something similar to the first case. So and there is a digital age religion in the popular culture. It is probably, it could be an interesting case because they, you can, within this case, you can analyze how religion patterns and symbols transformed in popular culture and how it uses it. So you can, I don't know, analyze social media or I don't know, cinema, etc., etc. So all the cases are pretty broad, and you can choose your own topic and make your own project based on these cases. Please, the next slide. Yeah, so in every institution, they really give you the direction in which you can work on. They don't give you the ready-made project and the pipeline, but they give you the instructions and the data. So together we can come up with something interesting. For example, this year in the Mayakovsky Library, our students are working on the case of Mayakovsky in St. Petersburg. So they are making the digital narratives of where Mayakovsky checked in the St. Petersburg. And they also make a script to analyze his poems and making a virtual exhibition for representing some of his paintings, which is pretty cool. Next slide, please. Yeah, so in the Institute of Russian Literature, you can also join 3 different cases. You can work on the heritage of some Russian writers, or you can work with some archaic texts on Asian, Slavic, etc. Please next. Yeah, Dima, it's your turn.
Yes, so I think it's possible for you to use entrance examination as enrollment, and it's only a portfolio competition because I'm professional. Competition is over. Congress of Young Scientists too, and of course, and DH project competition. You can find information about these free opportunities on the website. And we have a summer school, and so if you have some doubts, you can enroll to summer school and understand, like, is it important for you to enroll this program or not. So if you have some questions, you can ask. Oh, so some projects.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
A little bit more about the project. As I said, you can join the project that is already undergoing, or you can create your own project and work on that. And now, just to illustrate, I will show you some of this project that our students are making. So it's like a little bit of extra that we are giving to you to, I don't know, probably inspire you for your own ideas. Yeah, that's why it's a little bit under the titles. Next slide, please. So one of the projects that our students are making right now, it's a Quest. It's aimed at visualizing and creating users' experience at exploring the St. Petersburg. Yeah, so this is a mobile application that uses some mobile game mechanics to sort of popularize history and culture of St. Petersburg. And it's totally open code that you can check out by this QR code. Next, please. And some examples, how it actually looks. Next. We have another mapping project that our students are making. It's Memory Map, interactive map of memorials and monuments of St. Petersburg. Sort of like mapping historical memory in the city. And by the link, you can check out the prototype. Next, please. We also have a project about anthems, and this is a project that was made while research internship at our DH center. It was the sort of an idea of a student, and you can check out what turned out via the QR code. Next, please. And notes from the camp. This is the project aimed at creating sort of a digital narrative that is based on 3 novels of Estonian writer. It's not really famous, but this is the project that sort of disseminates the knowledge about this author, because he's not very well known, like apart from Estonia, and his texts are not translated into many languages. However, they're really interesting, and this website sort of sums up his 3 novels that were written during his imprisonment in Gulag. I don't know if you guys know what Gulag is, but it's like a camp system that was created during like communist times, and many people were sent there because of their ideological positions. So as the Raymond Kaugaur was so, and he's writing about his experience being imprisoned there. yeah, you can check out the prototype via the QR code. Next, please. Yeah, and so this is a context. I guess Dima already said what you can do to apply to our program, but probably he can say it again.
Okay. For opportunities of admission is you can use entrance exams, DH projects competition, and I think portfolio competition too. So, and if you're interested in, you can send your portfolio or send some questions if you have some doubts. And if you have some questions now, we are ready to answer. Yeah. You can chat it or say it. Okay. Hello. Yep. Mm. Mm.
Yeah, thank you for the question.
Okay, so we don't have a special roadmap for data visualization or data analytics, but we have some courses, like we have common course that I can show just. The first table, it's common courses for both tracks, and you can see that visualization. We decided to make some kind of data visualization basics and then advanced options for everyone. So we have like basics in data visualization, and then like data journalist, advanced visualization, and visualization with code. So for data analytics, we have courses like cultural data mining. Some of that will be in programming in Python, and like using of ML and NLP will be in the courses like methods of computational analysis, but special roadmap what we don't have. I hope I answered your question. Duration of the courses. Okay. Basically, it takes 2 months for every courses. I can send you syllabus maybe a little bit later if you send your mail. Sorry, but I don't understand the question. We talk about master program, it's paid. Or if we talk about summer school, it's paid too. So you can send your portfolio, and we decided maybe you overqualified, or like, is it enough to enroll on the program? Yes, something like that. Or you can like, okay, we have entrance examinations, we have the DH project competition and portfolio competition. You can use one of its opportunities. Mm. You can find syllabus on the web page of our program, and all questions for the examination. And
Yeah, I will be sending the link to the chat that you can find all the information that you asked. So just wait a second, and via this link you can find the answers. Yeah, this page consists answers to all your questions, like how to apply, what documents you should attach, etc., etc. So it also has information about the cost, the fee, duration, credits, etc., etc. So please check this out, and yeah, I think it will be helpful. Yeah, thank you for your questions. And I think we can wrap this up as long as we don't have any new questions. Thank you very much for joining. Yeah, please check out our website